sister from Cork, the champion of miners and union laborers, Mother Jones.
My friends, I'm about to transport you back. I'm about to transport you back all together. Let's go to 1914. Walsenburg. My jail cell. Well, they've taken to calling me the most dangerous woman in America. They've taken to calling me the most dangerous woman in America. Oh, Lordy, the whole lot of them have taken to calling me America's most dangerous woman. Well, you know, it all started with the U.S. attorney in Anthracite County, Pennsylvania. It continued with the state prosecuting attorney. I was on trial with some of my boys for having the audacity to organize a strike. The local prosecuting attorney wagged his finger at me in the court, and he bellowed, this woman is the most dangerous woman in America. The most dangerous woman. I do not have, nor do I want the right to vote, but I dare say I do raise some hell. I do raise some hell. And I expect being the most perilous female is the reason I'm locked in the basement of this jailhouse in the county of Huerfano, in the village of Walsenburg, Colorado. Jailkeeper, you think you can get away with locking up an old woman in this cell? My only entertainment are these little beady-eyed varmints and a chamber pot that leaks every time I relieve myself. Well, before I was curbed in this rotten cell, I was locked in the Bedlam ward in a place run by Benedictine nuns in the village of Trinidad. Go about an hour from there by motor car. The menfolk who chattered about the most dangerous woman in America, well, they kept me locked up there for 9 weeks. 9 weeks! The nuns treated me well enough. Their order, established by Saint Benedict's sister Scholastica, herself canonized as patron saint of nuns, education, and convulsive children. Imagine a church run by rich men with a patron saint for convulsing minors, but nothing for the children who actually worked in the mines. Yeah? Jailkeeper, I hear I'm to be released in the morn. Are you disappointed my incarceration is soon to come to an end, eh? Like always, he stinks. Pine needles mixed in cow dung, slathered in whiskey. And I imagine the reason for my release is the large number of menfolk who protested my lockup. Indeed, over 1,000 of them, together with their women, were outside this jailhouse just yesterday, protesting for my release. The governor was forced to set my release for the morn. Now, I also expect my boys, the working men, some are buried near here, they also consider me the most dangerous woman in America. To my boys who work in the mines, the mills, and the factories, accolade, this title, the most dangerous, well, it warrants my presence with them and not in the putrid bowels of this unhappy lockup. Miners, steelworkers, working men across this country, well, they've given me a name. Mother. I come to them when they strike. Mother. I come to them when they rally in the fight for fairness. Mother. And when I come to them with their hearts pounding and their feet stomping, their fists pumping the air, they howl. Mother! In a manner nothing less than a cry to battle. And the governor orders his constabularies to lock me up in that asylum and in the basement of this jailhouse because I was with my boys in Ludlow. My boys are part of a statewide miners' strike called the Colorado Coalfield War. The National Guard mounted a front from Walsenburg to Trinidad, Ludlow. It was on the battleground. Now, when I'm introduced at the stump to rally my boys at the strike line, whether it's Colorado, West Virginia, Georgia, Pennsylvania, even Ludlow, I'm Mother Jones. I'm your mother. And you howl, Mother! When you see this little lady in a black dress, and a big hat. Take the stump. And the last time I stumped in Leadville some 3 months ago, I did not know I would not see many of the Leadville folk ever again. Death, due to fire, smoke, gunshots, would take many of the Leadville folk brutally to an early grave. Menfolk, women, 11 young ones gone. Gone to the holy maker of all that is. Now I present you a little speech, one of my original writings. Injustice boils in men's hearts like steel in a cauldron, ready to pour forth white hot in the fullness of time. And the boiling in your hearts, my boys, oh, it's a good and wicked cauldron, and it roils my very person. Today, you men of Ludlow and across the state of Colorado, well, you've been locked out of the mines for pretty well 6 months, locked out because you demand wages that are just and mine shafts that are safe. Today, you women of Ludlow, there's not enough bread in the box, milk in the jar, eggs in the basket to be certain your children are rightly fed. Today, nearly 50 years after the Civil War, your child is sold for $2 a week to the manufacturers, the mill holders, the mine owners. I would fight God Almighty himself if he didn't play fair with me. And Rockefeller and his cronies, they're not playing fair with you, my boys. Now, I was born in revolution. I became a woman in plague and in fire, and if they want to hang me, let them. I'll shout. I'll shout from the scaffolds. I'll shout freedom! Freedom for the working class! Woo!